All right. Marvel has done its relaunch from the ashes, and they've got all these books, and this might be the worst of them. This one's really, really rough. I actually kind of liked the cover art. I think that looks pretty, personally. I mean, it is, what it is, and obviously they're trying to get something that looks Taylor Swifty to try to get Taylor Swift to play the character, and we know this is the case with Marvel at this point. And that's probably the whole intention of this comic existing right now. Dazzler's back out. Now, Dazzler was a pretty fun comic, actually, from Tom DeFalco back in the 80s. If you've not read that, they do have a Marvel Masterworks version. They don't have an Epic Collection or anything out yet. So it's out there, but it's more expensive to get. But I do like Tom DeFalco. He did great writing, and it was a fun character concept. You got a mutant who basically just manipulates their audiences psychically and things like that. While she's singing, and it's a kind of cool concept. So neat little pop star thing. And the way to do this is to create like a K-pop sort of situation with the character, and build a story from there. That I would try to make it kind of slice of lifey and things like that. And then of course add in a little bit of action and all that for the mutant element. And you could have a pretty fun thing. I think it'd work very well, actually, with Peach Momoko doing that Ultimate X-Men, which doesn't really work for X-Men. That's the type of, with some weird, like, monsters and things like that, doing, like, the Junji Ito manga out of it and playing on that K-pop angle. I think she would have been perfect for that kind of thing. She probably should have been on Dazzler and not on Ultimate X-Men. That would have been great. Now, it is written by Jason Liu instead, who turned this into a giant homosexual allegory, and that's all we've got at this point. It literally is just that. So it's insufferable, and it does this whole thing through the entire thing. And I've got the issue, but I'll pull up a couple panels for you guys as we're looking at this. My name's John Delarose. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here, and I'm writing an alternative to Marvel. I know how to write great stories that are a lot of fun. This is my Hidden Emperor. We just did 51,000 on Kickstarter, crushed it, but it is still available along with all of my comics. You can see how many I've written. This is we're getting a nice library here going on BackerKit, and so you can grab it right here. This is the new one right here, the Hidden Emperor. You can see it. There's a hardcover and paperback. Also the variant cover, which everybody loves that art. And I've also got Overmind, the first story on here, and there's a leather-bound edition. This one actually has both stories in it as we're making that as well. So we're doing wonderful things. This is sci-fi action adventure, a great replacement for Star Wars if you are looking for something like that. It's in the description below. Thank you guys so much for supporting independent comics and our channel here as we talk about all things comics. So yeah, this is out. Dazzler, they're setting up for like a concert, which makes sense. The basic plot is not that bad, but the art's okay in it. I'm fine with it. But it's they're like, hey, we want to really play it safe and not agitate people out there. Don't use your powers to do anything like that seems like it'd be aggressive or anything like that. Especially after all the Krakoa crap, you might scare some people. And she's got a manager saying that. And Dazzler pushes back, and this is where it gets cringy. Like, we want to normalize mutants. And I'm like, okay, so this is clearly mutants equal homosexuals. Cool. And so they just make a lot of commentaries like that. When you're using words like normalize and inclusivity and things like that, you know what it is. And it's like, gosh, you can't just leave a book alone. You can't leave Dazzler alone at this point. And it gets pretty wild. So she starts doing like the scorpion woman, Scorpina or whatever, shows up and attacks her concert, and she basically sings her down. It's cute. Like I said, that storyline is not that bad of a thing. But the allegories just make it so insufferable, and like it throws you out of it because it's so nakedly obvious and so annoying when they put this into here and all that. So here they have a shark lady who has to put on, like, she's the drummer back there, who has to put on like a mask, like a perception mask, so that they don't see her for who she truly is. Clearly an allegory for transgender. It's like, and they have fights about it that clearly make it the allegory thing across the whole deal. And I don't know. I mean, the art's fine. I don't mind it. and the Dazzler bright lights look pretty cool. But that's it on this front. But the thing is, like, where it ends is they start singing after she wins her little battle here. You could see just how annoying they decide to go with it. Out and proud. Don't be ashamed of it. This is the last page of the book. Out and proud. So it's like, I guess Dazzler's a lesbian now, I guess, and all of her Mad Rock's clone gay dancers with her. Cool. Thanks, Marvel. So, this is just like, this stuff just ruins the comic. It's not that hard to just not do this. You just don't have this dialogue, and this comic is like 10 times better. It's simple, but they have to put it in there just to like wreck things. You can see the media eats it up. 8.5. It's great. Taps into the variety that made see, they're seeing words like variety. Lou can write entertaining, funny, charming story. Like I said, the art's pretty good, so I agree with that. And yeah, the coloring and the sparkles and all that, it fits with Dazzler. So it really does. It's just this insufferable part that they just can't help themselves. My gosh. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Please pre-order The Hidden Emperor on Backer Kit for a great comic book story. You'll love this. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We'll be back soon.